You've built yourself up to be one of Melbourne's leading family lawyers. How have you done it?
Oh, thank you. I read a book about a year ago, which many people will have heard of and read, called How to Win Friends and Influence People, which I think is a fabulous book and has helped teach me and reinforce various principles about how I interact with people in my everyday life and my professional life. And one of the key principles from the book is to constantly ask yourself, or to constantly require you to put yourself in the other person's shoes and see things from their perspective. So in the context of acting for a client, that means trying to understand from their perspective what's important to them, what their goals are, and to drill a bit deeper underneath the surface of simply what they're saying. Once I do that, once I have that broader understanding of what their interests are, I can become a more powerful and effective advocate for them as clients, which obviously then helps to build your reputation as a very sound and trustworthy lawyer. I think the same principle applies when communicating with my client's ex-partner or their lawyer, trying to understand how they will perceive correspondence. And more often than not, it's much more effective to try and almost correspond in a way that treats them as equals rather than trying to impose a result on them, which 9 times out of 10 just leads to the other side becoming more defensive and actually making it less likely that they will agree to the things that I'm asking of them on behalf of my client. I think the phrase is you catch more bees with honey than vinegar, and I do agree with that. The other aspect to the question is about building a solid and extensive referral network, which is particularly important to me because many of my clients come through personal referrals, and one of the things that the book has taught me is the value of establishing genuine personal connections with the people around me in a personal and professional context, and doing so by taking a genuine, sincere interest in them as people. And I think that, combined with being a competent, sound lawyer who understands all those issues I talk about, has led me to where I am at the moment.